Are you tired of dying? Over and over and over again? Do you find yourself not even being able to handle a group of peons? Well, here's your solution today. I'm going to show you how to get the best start in Elden Ring.
Never tell me the odds.
Alright guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to show you how to get the best start in Elden Ring, and it's going to be good. We're going to run around, get a weapon, grab some seeds, some sacred tears, get some upgrade mats, and we'll get you a good start in this. So whatever character you want to play, you can play, with this especially. So on first playthroughs, I always recommend playing quality, just so that way you can use all the different types of weapons and figure out what you like and what you don't. Generally, my first character, I don't do PvP. It's only PvE, just so that way I can get a feel for the game and everything. For this particular playthrough, I'm going to grab the Vagabond. You could also do Wretch. It'll get you there fairly quick, but that's pretty much like the hardest one in the game. So I'm just going to go ahead and go Vagabond. We'll put it in a name here. Alright, age, body type, all that doesn't matter. So, keepsake. I recommend either using Stone Sword Key or Fanged Imp Ashes. It doesn't really matter. Any of this stuff you can get later. Golden Seed, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, we'll get that, but problem is I'm going to run around and get you like 6 flasks total. So the Golden Seed's kind of irrelevant, especially by the end of the game when you have like 14 of them in your inventory and you can't upgrade anymore. So I just feel like it's a kind of a waste. Lands Between rune, you know, I've never used it. I don't know how many it gives you. We're gonna go with that. But I would recommend either the Fanged Imp Ashes or a Stone Sword Key. We'll see what happens with the Lands Between rune, see how many it gives us, how many levels it gives us, and maybe that'll be a good start. So that way we can meet weapon requirements fast. But yeah, let's check that one out. The only thing I'm going to do is change the voice. Can't stand that voice. And we're going to go ahead. I'm going to be skipping all cutscenes. I'm going to try to leave this as spoil-free as possible. There's a few people we have to talk to be able to get the weapon that I am specifically thinking of, which is Bloodhound Fang. So we have to do kind of part of a quest, but it doesn't really spoil anything for later on. It's just going to be a lot of running around, that's all. So that finger I just picked up, that is so you can write messages to other players. That's the like white things that you can see on the ground that are none around here. Usually there is. I may not be connected to the internet, I don't know. I moved my PS5 in here so I could do this instead of using my computer. So this guy's gonna drop out. You can try to fight him if you want. If you kill him, you get the swords early. If not, we'll kill him later. We're just trying to get to the start. Get that. Got our flasks. I'm be fat rolling because I'm heavy load, so I'm gonna take that off. Hey, look at that. Now I'm not heavy load. So if you've never played any Dark Souls game or this game before, I would recommend going down there and completing the tutorial. I'm not gonna do it because I have no reason to. So we will just come up and get outside. Grab this grace. Grab this item, which that is for co-op. So the fingers to summon co-op, and the finger severer is to basically leave or banish the co-op player. So we'll come up here, head outside. You can talk to that guy if you want. I'm not going to. I have no reason to. All I'm doing is running around showing you. I'll come back. So when I get done, I'm going to come back here and I'm going to start the game for real after we get all the items. Grab that. That's to be able to put your co-op sign down at all the summoning pools that are around. They only come at the ones that you have activated. That golden knight guy there, he's a tree sentinel. Stay away from him for now. You'll be able to kill him, but much later. Right now is not a good time. So we're gonna run over here to the Church of El. Or Ella, I don't know. Ella, maybe? It doesn't matter. You can talk to this guy if you want, but we'll be talking to him a little later, so I'm just gonna skip it for now, and I'll come back and talk to him. Grab that grace, and then we're basically just gonna head north. There's a couple guys and some wolves over here. You can kill them if you want. It doesn't really matter. We'll be killing a lot of things here pretty soon. Just go on ahead north. Oh yeah. So what? Lands between ruins. Let's see how many that gives us once we get there. I'm gonna ignore that guy. He's not gonna be able to catch me anyway. Maybe. Just keep running north, and that's where we're going, is that grace right there. So we will grab this grace, and then we will rest at the grace. And then a cutscene's gonna happen, which I'm gonna skip. We're gonna talk, which I am gonna skip.
But you, I can play turning to aid you. You need to the foot. Then it said summon me.
Tell her yes. It gives you our horse summon. That's all you gotta do with her. Let's see. It's between 3,000 runes, so that's really not worth it. So I would really recommend either the Stone Sword Key or the Fanged Imp Ashes. 3,000 runes is practically nothing. Especially here in just a minute, it's going to be literally nothing. So I'll get that off. So we're going to make it daytime. We want to do everything in the morning or afternoon. You do not want to do anything at night, is where I'm going to be taking you. There's some night bosses who are very mean, and it won't be good. So we will. I'm going to equip the horse. And we are gonna head off kind of east down this road. Just ignore everything here. We'll be coming back to them later. And as you can see the sparklies, we are going to another grace. We will hop off, grab this grace. We are gonna head on down the road some more. That's this telescope thing.
Oi. You there.
That's just another NPC calling out for you for another quest. We're not gonna worry about that right now. Keep running. Grab this scarab real quick. Maybe. There we go. Got this somber stone. Or smithing stone. Can't talk. Now we're going to the sombering stone. So up here, grab this somber stone 1. And we'll keep on running, kind of parallel to the road. I'm staying off the road to stay away from that convoy there, because they're a bunch of meanies also. We'll just gonna stay over here, try to aggro as little as possible. And then we'll just continue on south, paralleling the road, and there will be another grace coming up. Right, oh, I can see the sparklies. Almost there. Up here, hop off, grab the grace, and we'll continue on down the road. Now the reason I keep stopping and grabbing these graces is they work kind of like checkpoints. So if something happens and for some reason you fall off or you get surrounded by a bunch of guys and they kill you or you die for literally any reason, you'll just go back to the last grace you rested, or not rested, but at last grace you activated, or rested at once we have them activated. So I'm just basically using it as checkpoints. Watch out for that ballista. I've gotten hit by him a couple times, but I don't know. It was only when I was being stupid and not paying attention. So if you just keep running at a dead sprint, you'll be fine on the horse. So we'll grab this grace, and then we're going to continue on down the road. Through this tunnel. Now up here there's a another weapon, so at some point you're going to get to these guys that are not weak to slash. They're very strong to it actually, and you'll just bounce off of them. So what I like to do is I like to use this guy. Nice little morning star. It's a good little weapon, especially if you put like, you know, sacred on it. It will take care of skeletons fairly easy. Go ahead and grab this guy. It's just mighty shot, which is just about useless. Get away from me, dog. And we will run over here to this grace. And I will grab it and rest at it to get out of combat. Is that dog's following? Maybe? No, he's not following, so I won't rest. Vendor here, you can take a look and see what he's got to sell. I always recommend picking up any cookbooks you find. Right now we have no runes, so it doesn't matter. But cookbooks are always good. Alright, let me read my notes here. Yep, okay, so we're going to come back to the road. And we're going to kind of head down this way. And that statue you see in the middle there, that's a map marker. So we'll grab the map, but first we're going to come up here. And we're going to grab the seed. Now there is a giant archer guy down there who's going to be shooting at you. As long as you keep moving, you should be okay. We'll just hop down here, grab the seed. Maybe. I'm stuck on the tree. Grab the seed, there we go. Ooh, that was close. And run back up the road. And grab this map marker. Now we got the map of this region. Just keep running. Now we're going to come back towards the grace. There's the grace. But now we're going to go take a left and go up this hill. And just keep heading up the hill. Watch out, there's a bunch of people up here that are all crazy and frenzied out. And then there's also a bunch of frenzied rats. So just watch what you're doing and you should be fine. There's the rats. So we came up, I grabbed that item and then I took a right. And we're going to keep on coming up. And just keep running. Don't need to fight anything. And then we're going to curve around to the right here and go inside this church. And we will grab Flame of Frenzy spell and a Sacred Tear. Very nice. Then we're going to run right back out. Just kind of run north here. And there should be a grace over here. This way. So kind of like north, northeast. Hop off. Grab this grace and rest. Yeah, we'll go ahead and rest. Let me read my notes. So, grace and then going across the bridge to the Church of Pilgrimage. Okay, so from here, where we are trying to get is right there, right there, to that bridge. So, but to get down there, we need to find a safe place to drop. So we're going to kind of head south here, along the cliffside. Southwest, I guess it would be. And once you see this, like, pillar thing, just start looking down, and you'll see, yeah, that becomes safe to drop. Drop on down, and then turn around, run north. Back down the hill, towards the bridge. And guarding the bridge is a mean guy also, so don't worry about him, just run past him. Cross the bridge. And basically where we're trying to end up is that church over there that you can see kind of to the north. So ignore all these guys. Right up there, that church. And that will give us another sacred tier, which that's 2, and we have a golden seed right now, which will give us 1 extra flask, and we will be picking up more. We'll run inside this church, grab the sacred tier, then turn around and grab the grace. Then we're going to come back out, and we are going to head southwest down the hill. And off in the distance there, kind of like where my head's at, kind of. Oh. Yeah, anyway, over there is another church with another sacred tier that we are going to go get. Now there is some like golden ghosty guys that are protecting this walking mausoleum here. But you can just pretty much ignore them. Run over this church here, see if we can get up this way. Oh yeah, we can get up there. Up this. Head into the church. There's those gold guys I was talking about. So this time we are going to hop off, grab the grace, and rest. That way they de-aggro. The grace. Take a load off. Get up and grab the sacred tier. Perfect. Now we are going to open up our map and quick travel back to McGill Lake North. Which I just realized we didn't grab the map, so we will turn around and grab that real quick. So the map's in the middle of this little gate front town. So let's run back here. We'll grab the map. Get here. And then continue back down the road again. And we're going to continue all the way back across the bridge that was here, where we found that first scarab. But then, instead of continuing down the road, we are going to take a left down a trail.
You there. Could you help us out, Cully?
Keep going. And this is what it's going to be. It's going to be a lot of just running and grabbing items. But it'll get you a really good start. And you won't be having much trouble anymore. So this is the trail. We're going to take a left down this trail and just start running down the hill. Watch out for the guys on horses. They're kind of tough for right now anyway. They become very easy here in a little bit, but right now they're kind of tough. We're going to follow the trail that forks off to the right. And we are just going to keep running. There's going to be a grace right up here that we'll hop off and grab that grace. There's the shinies. And grab the grace. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark a couple things. So I'm going to mark this map marker to make it easier to find. So we're about to go into these mist woods here, and there's a bunch of bears. So be careful of the bears. Try to stay away from them, because they will hurt and they are fast. So they are giant bears. So we will try to avoid them as best as possible. But we are gonna head right over to that map marker. And there we go, you can see it. Also see why they call it Mistwoods. Grab that map, And we're just gonna head southwest down the road. And we're just gonna keep heading down here until we hear a wolf howling, just like that. Now that we heard that, we'll go ahead and turn around, head northeast back up the trail, past the map marker again, and we'll just keep on this road. Bear, out for the bear. Don't poke the bear. Okay, these right here, these, oh, I just poked the bear. These candelabra things, or whatever you want to call them, the things that I just ran through. If you hop off your horse and you activate those, a ghost skeleton guy will come and he will appear. And then he will lead you to special things like treasure chests or a cave or something of that nature. So now we are going to arrive at this church and get the coolest addition to the Dark Souls universe, which is the Wondrous Flask of Physics. Or Flask of Wondrous Physics, whatever. And then another Sacred Tear. Then we are going to activate the Grace. And open up our map. And we are going to teleport right back here to the Church of Ela. And once we get back here, we have some conversations.
This way, Tarnished.
If it's not nighttime when you come back here, move it to nighttime so that way this girl will show up. And then we are also going to talk to Kale over there. So let's talk to Ronnie first.
A pleasure I am the wit. I'd heard tant upon the talk thou art but call for.
And tell her that you can call the spectral steed, because you can.
I was instructed by torrents.
And she will give you the spirit calling bell, which will allow you to summon ashes to help you out.
'Tis a bell for summon the spirits now.
And then just finish her conversation.
I doubt we shall. How long
And she will disappear when it's done. Just like that. And we're gonna come over here, talk to Kale.
And I can also that you're not then. Why not? I am Kale.
So he's got some conversation about him and recommendations. You can listen to him if you want. Nothing super important other than he does talk about the crafting kit, which is a good idea to get. But we're going to ask him about the Howling of Mistwood.
Next time you
And he's going to tell us about it. And then he's going to give us a new emote. So now, let me look at my notes. So now we are going to teleport right back to the Third Church of Marika. And I am going to make it daylight, because like I said, make sure it's always morning or noon. We'll go to morning. And where that howling is where we're heading back to. So we're just gonna head south out here down the road. Now I want to make this clear too. I'm not showing you where every item is. So make sure you explore these areas. Not necessarily now while we're running through them, but afterwards, because there's all kinds of stuff. This game is so massive, and it's amazing the amount of stuff that is in it. So just explore every nook and cranny. That's the best part of the game, right? And now you won't have to be afraid of dying all the time. We'll just keep heading on down the road. There's the map marker that we grabbed earlier. That's a cookbook, so I mean, if you're feeling brave, you can grab it. Oh, get away from me, bear. And just try to get away from the bear. Hopefully he de-aggroes. Which he did. Good. Now we're back at the Howling, so we're going to come right over here. And we are going to equip our new emote. Oops. Which was the finger snap. And then we are going to go ahead and use it. And Blythe is going to go ahead and jump down, and we are going to talk to him.
We'll go. Kale sent you. The name's Bloody Fled. Someone come tell me if I can offer you.
So he is asking us to look for somebody, and if we find them, then to let him know. Now we are going to teleport to Agil Lake South. $24 already. Alright, so now we are going to head south. Up here. Now, to this point, this is probably the most dangerous thing that we have done. But it will be fairly easy. So we're going to come up here to this Ever Jail. And we are going to go down inside. And here is a summoning marker for summoning Blythe, the guy we just talked to. So he's going to do this fight for us. I've only ever had him die one time, and that was a fluke, I think. So I don't think it'll happen this time. Just stay away from the enemy, pretty much, and just run in and grab, you know, a couple of heavy jumping attacks or whatever. But just don't get greedy. Just try to stay away.
Cell is no true justice. No.
And Blythe will finish this fight for us. So we'll go up here, get the guy to summon in, and then just run behind Blythe. Let him aggro to Blythe. And watch what you're doing. Jumping heavy, and back away. Keep backing away. Jumping heavy, back away. Blythe will pretty much decimate this guy. Blythe a chance to heal. Got a couple of bleed rocks there. And just like I said, just keep your distance, because he will hurt. Where are you at, Blythe? There he is. Trying to lead him back over. There we go. So we can get a heal off. Nope. And there we go. So, pretty easy. Not too bad. And you guys have seen, I have not leveled up or anything yet, so I'm sure you can handle it. And now we've got the weapon, the Bloodhound Fang. Alright, so after that, we will head over here, talk to Blythe.
Right. There you are. Had to work for it, but it's done. Don't say I'm not a man of...
And he will give you a Somber 2.
If you venture
Go
telling
ahead and
my
finish
sister you
talking to
show
him.
I owe
He's
you
got
one
some
out.
information about a guy
This time
that
we
we'll meet later.
That's enough just time
And
we parted.
then when he says we parted ways, that is it. Now we will teleport back up to Gatefront. Now all we gotta do is meet the weapon requirements for Bloodhound Fang, and we've got enough to level it up to level 2. So on the next video, I will show you how to get enough to level it up 3, 4, and 5, and then along with some more seeds and some more sacred tears. And so I will talk to you guys in the next video. Hopefully this helped you out. If it did, go ahead and drop a like and think about subscribing. And I will see you all next time.